Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. You are tuning into the Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Spiritual Insight Show with Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman. I'm so happy and excited to be back with each and every one of you this evening, Sunday, March 13th, the middle of March already. Woohoo! Wow. So just give everyone a moment, an opportunity to come and sit and join us in the sacred circle. And hello, let's see, Sugar Kim. Kim was here early this evening. Richard, thank you so much. Thank you. You have a good evening. And yes, Marcia, Feng Shui My Space. Good evening. Hello, beautiful Ruth. How is everyone this evening? Yay! I love how interactive this circle is. Everyone likes to say hello and speak with one another, and I just love that so much. And hello, Robin. Hello, Wendy. And hello, Leslie. Yay, I see you. LB is Leslie, for those that you who can see her. And welcome, not just everyone that's watching and commenting on YouTube, but on Rumble as well. We are streaming live to Rumble. And hello, Maureen. Hello, beautiful. Thank you so much for tuning in. All of you beautiful souls. Such bright, bright lights. And I love it so much. And I just want to let you know that tonight, yay, it's just me. And, you know, everyone else that's around. But next week, the 20th, will be Reverend Lee and myself again. We're doing twice a month, the Reactivating Peace series. And so that'll be part 2 of Reactivating Peace. Some more ways of where we are just continuing to reactivate peace. Let me say that, because we really are doing this, being this on a daily basis now. That is what is completely needed, and it's coming from that Sacred Heart Center. And so hello, Linnell. So, and then on the 27th, this month is just, I haven't to look at the calendar. The 27th, I have another special guest, and I wanted to have everything prepped before the show went live, but I forgot about it. So, all right. So, who I have as my special guest on the end of the month, the 27th, her name is Paige Sullivan Ashmore. Paige Ashmore is her name, but I do believe she's Paige Sullivan on Facebook. Anyway, I've known her for a while. She is very, very, she's the real deal, let me say that. And she had, about a month ago, she had on her Facebook page that she was going to do some pastels. She's a fantastic artist. And she was going to do some pastel portraits, soul portraits. And if you wanted one, she had them for a really good deal. And so I was like, oh, that's so sweet. I know she's a great artist. She's a great intuitive, and just, so I was really excited about it. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Nudge. Do you know how we get that nudge? So I had the nudge. So I did that. And she sent it to me. She mailed it to me. Okay, mailed it to me. Because most artists now, it's like a digital copy. They'll send you something. No. She actually sent you the whole, the actual the paperwork, the actual artwork. And so, hello, Carol. Thank you for joining us and joining the sacred circle. Everyone's energy is so much needed and so appreciated. All right. So I'm talking about my special guest that's going to be on the 27th, Paige at Sullivan Ashmore. Like I said, she can be found on Facebook page Paige Sullivan, and she will be, like I said, my special guest then. So anyway, she did the soul portrait for me. This is pastels, and do you see there's some glitter on here, so it's all shiny, it's all bling bling. And look at, this is, she said this one here, okay, is a swan maiden. A swan maiden. Sun. And the sun. Sun. So let's see. I'm not going to read it all, but I just thought it was really interesting. She's like, your soul revealed itself as a swan maiden. You're wearing a green gold gown. Ooh, time for St. Patty's Day. No. And riding on a royal swan. I had to look this up, and historically, swan maidens are linked to the idea of the fairy godmother. And then it's a bird. Birds in general are symbolic of the feminine divine. And that's where we first find the early sculptures depicting ancient goddesses. They were in some type of form of a bird woman, right? And so, but specifically in Norse mythology, the Valkyries in the movies have been misrepresented. They were actually seen as swan maidens, the Valkyries, and that if you found the swan feathered cloak of a newly transformed Valkyrie, she would be honor bound to grant you 3 wishes to get her cloak back. This is a very high level of manifesting to be a swan maiden. Also in cooler climates, the sun was seen as feminine and the moon masculine. There's a lot here. And she goes on to other times, but this is the first thing that stepped forward for soul representation. So I love that. So beautiful. So many things. It just was like right on for me. I was like, oh. So beautiful. So get excited. That is my guest on the 27th, and it's gonna have fun interviewing her. See if she want to do messages. It's up to her. I don't know yet the format yet as far as what we're going to do. We've just talked briefly, and so I'm looking forward to that one. It's gonna be so fun. But oh my goodness, it's I have over here. One day I'll show you. I'll get another camera to do second angle shot of over here to my left is all the portraits and soul portraits or that I've had from spirit artists do, just as a great reminder. So that's to the left of me, to my left. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you, and so what you can expect, or just a little heads up with her. Okay, so I know it just, yay! That is beautiful, isn't it? Super cool. It was so super cool. So you got into the office, Linnell. That's great. Yes, Wendy, she did a really good job. She really did good. Yes, yeah. And so it's always nice when we know these things, but to different validations or different forms, and that's and I knew when I saw it, I was like, oh yes, I'm going to bring her on to the show, one of my shows, and y'all are just going to love her as much as I do. So, all right. Now, are there any questions before we? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me share that with you. It's yeah, beautiful. All right. Is there anything, questions? Thank you, Maureen. Yes. Is there anything, questions that you guys have? Is the committee is like putting it out to you guys first as to what you want to ask, anything that you wanted to ask, some information on. It was interesting before we went live. I heard my committee members, and when we all have our teams, and they were telling me, okay, Starseeds. I kept hearing the word Starseeds, right? And And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I was like, yeah, we know star seeds are. And I was like, but don't you think we've been in the ground long enough as a seed? And they were like, exactly. That's it. You know. All right, star seeds. You've been in the shadows. You've been in the shadows. Let me see. Here we go. Now it's buzzing. Okay, bringing it back. Um, we've been in the shadows for a very long time. The star seeds that are here on this earth, on this planet, on this biosphere, they call it biosphere, have been asleep and in the shadows for a very long time. Even though we were still doing work, it was in the shadows and under the ground. And now it's time. We have poked the surface now. We are above the surface. It's time to rise. Rise up out of the ground. Rise up out of the shadows. Rise up out of the ground. Rise tall, tall to the sun. And remember who you are. And we are the ones that are helping. We are the ones that we were waiting for. We are the ones that we were waiting for. And the star seeds are now turning into star blossoms, star flowers. And keep reaching, stay focused on the light as we are watching the chaos and destruction fall all around us. Just observe this chaos. Observe only. Observe. Don't become part of it. Don't get caught up in it. Just observe. Hold that focus. Hold that energy. Hold the line. All right. For peace and for the light. Keep the light shining brightly. This is what we are here for. And to shine bright like the star. So we did the seed part. Now it's time to do the star part and shine, shine, shine. Okay? So remember that. And that's just, they've been buzzing my ear all day today. So that is something that they were nudging me before I even got started. So I was like, okay, hold on. You know how that is when they give you something and it's like, wait, I need to write it down. I need to say it. You know, they usually I usually have them wait until we go live. And so for them to do this like 5 minutes before I went live, and I'm like, oh, wow, okay. But they were right here. They gave it back again. So, and more. So I hope you'll enjoy that. I'll have to go back and listen because I don't remember everything that I just said. So there you go. Leslie. Oh, yes, that dress was beautiful, right? I love the shading and the coloring that she did. So, hello, Teresa. Teresa's in the house. Hello, Melissa. Everyone. Oh, hello, everybody. All right, just ask if there's any questions that you have or any wow. The question doesn't seem like the right word because I'm going to go search for something else. Anything you want some insight on? It's the keyword today. I asked for a keyword, a little title, a keyword before we went live too, and with that message about the star seeds. I guess that's another keyword. Let me write that down then. That's what we're talking. Star seeds is awareness. Well, that kind of goes right in with star seeds, doesn't it? We have to be aware of what's going on. Aware. Don't put our heads in the sand. This will pass. Waiting for normal. That ship sailed. Normal. It's just two men's name, Norm and Al. They own a ship and it sailed. Bye-bye. So funny. Anyway, and that's fine. Let it go. Bye-bye. Because what's coming, what's sprinkling down, but what's already really here is so much more light and so much better than what we are witnessing outside of us right now. So, oh my goodness, yes. The intel, that inside work, right? So let's see, Robin. Oh, hi, Lonnie Mae, her beautiful granddaughter. Lonnie Mae was giving me ideas in the car, and then I was getting messages, and I had to text to myself or I forget. Isn't that the thing? Don't you? Don't you love that? You know, you're getting these messages. No one knows what's going on in our worlds, do they? And it's like, okay. And it's like, okay, so I got something coming in here, someone else wants to come. Hey, I talk to you, and you're like, hold on. Hold on. Yes, I got to remember this down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, write this stuff down. This came to me. Oh, my goodness, right? If we don't have a voice recorder, something to jot down, and it's a lot of times you're right in the middle of something too, where maybe you can't, just stop and take a note. Like if I'm washing dishes, or you're baking, or you're doing something, or putting together a protein shake with some fruit. I'm putting together, your hands are dirty. I'm right in the middle of doing something, and it's like, whoop, lots of stuff. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh, that was fantastic. Am I going to remember it? Shoot. And then you just start to help me remember. I'll put it in a song and start singing it. Da, 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 da. Kind of do like a little phrase, try to repeat it while I wash my hands and go find something to write it down or jot it down with. And it's, yeah, so, right? Siri, oh yeah, I guess I don't do those. I don't do those type of things. Not that technology wise. I just, we have so many. We have no privacy. We know that. I just don't want a computer listening to me like that, even though I know they are. I don't know. I'm just old school that way. It's, as far as I'm just going to write it down. And there's something so powerful too if we just record our voice, of course, and then write it down. There's fire when we are writing. Do you know that? That's what they're showing us, that fire. It is very powerful. Pen to paper, the ink on the paper, and it's us. It's that fire. It's so powerful. So the awareness. What are you aware of? We have to be aware of everything. Yeah, me too, Robin. Agree. No, I know. But the thing too is, like, I'm such a blonde. I would tell Siri to do something, and the next thing I know, I've got a package coming in from Japan or something, or I'm calling another country. I mean, it's if I mumble and say the wrong thing. So that's just that's why wouldn't fail. Something really crazy would happen. I would mess it up. So it's best not to do that. It's just totally best not to do that. Oh. Yeah, Robin, I know. It's funny. So the whole awareness is not just paying attention to the things outside of you. How about the things inside of you? Are we paying attention to our breath? Are we aware of our breath? Are we aware of our breath? Breathing in and breathing out? Are we aware of our muscles? Do you know that we're so used to walking around in a stressed, tense environment that we don't even pay attention until we are drawn attention to, how's your muscles? Are you tense? You don't think you're tense. Are they tight? Guess what? They are tight. And so if we just, let's loosen up some muscles. I'm going to tell you the top two places where we tighten up the most. Okay. The first one's in our jaw with our throat. Is our jaw. When we try to suppress something, saying something, it's our grinding teeth. And people have a hard time, you're choking back too much of your words too. If you're grinding your teeth, there's something you want to say and you're not saying it. But if you lock your jaw tight, keep the tightness right here. We're tight. You don't realize that. Are you clenching your teeth? Another place, believe it or not, and just go with me, please. If you're sitting down, release your butt muscles. Just relax. We don't, because we're in that fight or flight mode a lot, we stay tense. But that's at the base of our nervous system, and with the chakras that's inside of us, in our bodies, the chakras that cover our bodies, I should say, not inside of us, but that cover our bodies. And so we should just make sure that everything is relaxed and calm. All the muscles, and go through, even if you have to, just take the time and just, all right, my hands relaxed, my feet relaxed, ankles, go and do these different body parts and just, all right, is this relaxed? Is this relaxed? In the shoulders, another place where we hold everything. Relax the shoulders. Just go through and do like a random check. Do a random, check on, hey, what am I doing? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to find that you are keeping your muscles tense and tight until you're drawing attention to it and going, okay, now just relax, release. And then work with the breath with that to release anything that we're holding on to. Because it's very important that we don't stay so bound up and our muscles so tight, right? And just, a lot of the purging is within us, is the energy that no longer serves us. We are just letting it all go, and it's being exposed. All right, it can't hide anymore. There's no more room for it. So so there you go. So the awareness, do the mind, body, soul, or mind, body, spirit, and the soul, and do that check every day. How's my emotions? Do I feel good? Oh, wow, I feel a little teary-eyed today. That's okay. And be honest with that. And why do I feel this way? Oh, I feel this way. Okay, that's fine. And to go on. So have that awareness without spending hours of a self-therapy session. You can do through this checklist pretty quick. And just, okay, yes, this feels good. I know. Okay, good. You know what kind of day you're going to have if you ignore any of that checklist. If we're not being honest with ourselves and try to push through the day, I'll be okay. Yeah, and then hours later, we're like, okay, I wasn't okay. I should have taken care of it ahead of time, right away, right off the bat, right? So, yeah. Oh, let's catch up with some of these comments here. Back, Tiffany, back. Grateful. Gratitude is the attitude, right? Woohoo! All right. Robin, what would you say? I have a Google Home. I have to keep it unplugged until I want to use it for music. The dang thing goes off in the middle of the night or butts into my phone conversations. Isn't it scary? Yeah. No. Look, we hear too many voices as it is. I don't need something else figuring out where does that come from? Did you hear that? No. Siri, Alexis, whatever, all of you just stay in your own lane. Stay somewhere else. I've got other voices going on here. No. No. Let's see. Wendy, I knew about the jaw tension because I have broken teeth. Ooh, yeah. But we're not aware of it when I was younger, not recently, right? But we're not aware of that when we were younger, because quite honestly, we weren't taught how to be aware of ourselves, mind, body, and soul, right? Maybe just body, hey, when you feel bad, or something like that. But and very rarely do anybody want to talk about emotions. That was like, it was when I was growing up. A lot of people just didn't want to. Oh, you save that for professionals. You need to have a conversation with yourself absolutely have that conversation and that dialogue with your own mind, with your own emotions, with your own heart, with your body, with your body. We should be having this conversation, this awareness of our body, of our body. We know our bodies better than anyone else. We really do. Anyone outside of us, whether they have a piece of paper, look, I went to school, I can help you. But they are the rudest, most non-emotional, non-bedside, could give a about you. And, you know, why do we repeat that cycle? When all you have to do is have a conversation with your body and trust that. Trust that. There is enough information around, if you go around the big G for search engines, but there isn't enough information out there. And you can find, remember libraries? You know what libraries are? Real books. You know, they have shelves full of books. Go to bookstores and on self-healing, on healing and how powerful our bodies are. As long as we don't get in the way of that healing, we should be supporting it, not getting in the way. And so are you just aware of how you feel? And, you know, it's okay to have a fever. You know, it's there for a reason. We have an internal furnace. It burns off. You want to have a fever less than 103. 103, 104, you want to get to a doctor. Absolutely. Or make sure nothing else is going on. Right, Leslie? Is that the right temperature? But other than that, we've got to work with ourselves, work with our body, and that it's burning off. Do you know that when I feel my temperature rise like that, I actually help my body? I'm going to give it some hot, spicy, I'm going to give it some ginger. I always keep natural ginger ale or ginger beer in the house, high ginger content, something to drink and to sip if I get nauseated, or if I want to, I feel like I need to turn the heat up to help my body. Raw ginger root is really good to put in. You can make like a tea out of it. Just put it in some hot water and have a ginger tea that way, and get that ginger in your body. Ginger, cinnamon raises your temperature, and they both is anti-inflammatory as well. So we're helping our bodies, and it's okay. It's good. So I purposely let's get the temperature. Oh, okay, we're having a fever. Let me help you. Let's burn it out. Purposely overdress and sleep and sweat it out, and then you wake up and you feel better. You sweat it out. And this is the saunas, the infrared saunas. Same thing. You're sweating it out, right? You're sweating it out. It's okay. It's good. And we need to work with our body. Why does my body do that? That's very interesting. That's fascinating. Right? We just weren't taught that in the past. But that's in the rearview mirror. And moving forward is different story. Right? All right. Let's see, Robin. I told a doctor I had an ear infection. He said I was too old for ear infection. He finally looked and said, "I'll be dang, you do have an ear infection." Oh my gosh. She love that. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, now what? 4 days later on that tip. Oh yeah, ginger root. Love it. I always make sure it's. We don't have a medicine drawer. We have natural herbs all around. We have, as a part of our pantry. We have the ginger root, and you can cut a good, because it's going to be around a coin size roundness, and so you can cut a good 2 to 3 inches slice, peel the skin off, and then put it in some hot water and sip on that, and it's really good. And you can actually add it to if you wanted a tea, because tea is good. Green tea is good too if you wanted to have a green tea and stick that ginger root in there and then sip it. It's so good. So if you want to add some honey, you could do that too. Um, and very powerful. I always make sure I have ginger and cinnamon in the house. Always. I'm talking about the spices, not dog names or any other name. Anyway, or singers' names or whatever, anything like that. Yes, absolutely. And they do have vitamins and supplements in a drawer that would, so it's interesting. It's like having even the medicine cabinet or the medicine drawer. It went from a root cellar. Listen, pay attention. It went from a root cellar and herbs to a medicine cabinet, and then it's going back. We're yanking that medicine cabinet, throw it off the wall, and back to the root cellars, their herb drawers, their herbs, right? Full circle, because it's not working. All right. Oh, right. Well, that's right. You do not steep green tea too long. If it gets over steeped, you shouldn't. A great steeping time is 3 minutes, really. And some people say 5 minutes is too late. I love traditional Chinese medicine. Always hung out in herb shops and places like that, apothecaries and natural food stores. And so I had an elder tell me one time, when I was looking at the Chinese medicines and with the teas and things, and just 3 minutes, 3 minutes, only steep time you need, and take it out. And I was like, oh, okay. They're like, steep it, don't leave it in the water, just let it and go. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you'll get it. That's what it's made for. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, oh, interesting. And that's with the green tea. That's with the green tea. Some things you can allow this to steep longer, and just read the instructions on that. But yes, green tea and the teas, white tea and green tea. If you have white tea, is so good and nutritious for you too. White tea, I like the combination. You can do white tea and green tea together. It's very nice, very nice. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Yes, chai tea. I love that too. There is a dairy-free chai. It's in a powder that I found. Tastes just, you would never know that it was dairy-free, right? So, Marcia, I take Chinese herbs and do acupuncture twice a month. I feel so much better. Yes, exactly. Okay, thank you, Leslie. Thank you. She's the nurse in the house. Nurse in the house, 101 depending on your thyroid function. Oh, okay. That's good information. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I bought different tea that had different timelines for steeping. Yes, yeah. Yeah, very good. Agreed 1000%. I love that. 1000%. 1000. Woohoo! So, and see, I love this. This is the awareness of this information of how to take care of our bodies, of what we need. And it's and I say, okay, so have all these good things, healthy things in your house too. Also, just pay attention. There's sometimes when your body may crave something that you, okay, I want potato chips. I'm gonna be honest though, I can't really use that as an example for myself because I have to have a little bit of salt every day. Now I cannot eat just a name brand potato chips. It is way too salty, but I like these. They have, I've heard of these, the veggie chips. They're vegetables, dehydrated, like vegetables. vegetable chips, and they make them into straws too. They look like French fries, but they call them straws. So the veggie straws and the chips are very good, and it gives me it helps me to ground too. I know exactly what it is. It's the potato and the salt, potato starch and the salt helps me, and that's just me. Helps me to ground, and it's coffee. As long as I have my coffee, as long as I have my mushroom coffee, my regular coffee, and some you know potato chips or veggie chips or something in the house, everyone will be safe. Yes, people live. No. But it is important. It's important that we have these medicinal items and just even things to help us with grounding and of course not talking about just the things you consume, the crystals, the salt lamps, the just plants. You see, I love plants all over. Right. So yay. Oh yeah, I do like the sweet potato chips too. Yes, Marsha, I love those. And sweet potatoes. I call it a sweet potato pudding. But it's like mashed sweet potatoes and put some cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg in there, and it tastes so delicious and it's healthy. So it's yeah, love sweet potatoes. Okay, and they're healthier for you. And let's see, potatoes do the same thing for you. Yeah, right, Sarah, it does. Yeah, very grounding. Yeah, you can. There you go, Robin, in your air fryer. Yes, exactly. Make potato chips. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. We have a dehydrator too. As I know, we made beet chips, banana chips. We made banana chips one time. The beets, though, were they were a little strong. We just ended up crushing them into a powder and adding them into our protein shakes. Okay, no, but we're gonna use it. Don't want to waste anything. So yay! Oh yeah, yeah. This right, right. Yes, there you go. Yeah, yeah. See, we're on the same wavelength, Kim. Absolutely. So the awareness, and many of us are star seeds, and uh, well, you have to. The Earth is a star. The Earth is a living being. She has definitely. I mean, we're all in this ascension process, and she has already ascended in quite a bit, and so it's all very very good. I'm trying to see where they want to go with this. Where else do you want to go? Hmm? 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 So yeah. Okay, so the star seed. So the seed part of us is done. We're blossomed. Now it's the star, shine brightly. Now it's the star part kicks in, and yeah, remember our divinity. Continue to shine brightly, and yeah, right. And be what? Be flexible. Be flexible and be open to know that we've always known that we were lied to. We've always known that something wasn't right here. And as these truths are coming to the surface, it may, even though we can know this deep down, it still may shock people. It can even shock some. Oh my goodness, we had no idea. Um, and that's okay, because again, it's being brought into the awareness, into the attention as it's leaving. But bye now. Right? So there you go. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Woohoo. And it's important to always pay attention, to observe. As we are shining brightly, as we are expanding, to observe, always paying attention to everything. All right. If we stay focused only on the light and ignore what's going on around us, all right, we get blinded by the light. We get blinded by the light. All right, same thing though, you stare too long at the shadow, or you linger longer than you're supposed to, you can succumb to that darkness, um, on a more permanent basis. It's your choice. And I can tell you, nobody here sitting in this circle is evil like that. Evil's not going to give us any mind, any attention right now, unless they're here to troll. And if they do that, then they're just going to get big blasts of love, right? Big blasts of love and light. And here it is. And I tell you, when you just shine brightly, the thing is that they can't stand the reflection, their own reflection. All right. If they let you if you let them drag you down to their level, they're professionals at that level. All right. We don't stand a chance. That's where they live, breathe, fight, die. That's who they are. But we go up into that higher vibrations, higher frequencies, that energy. Then, we're untouchable. They can't get us. And now they will. And that's funny. Yeah, they always scream the loudest, right? You notice that? Because they feel us not giving them attention. Then they start, and I'm saying whether it's a person or the situation, or just it starts getting louder and louder and louder because they want to draw you back in. And so just don't fall for any of that. Just don't fall for that. Yeah, Blinded by the Light is a great song, right? Best line in music history, followed by the craziest one. Like, what was that next line? What? Blinded by the light. What are they saying? No. For the second line. I know, right? So that's like that is a great song. That's a great line. What's that second line though? So crazy. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Yes. Forward motion. Well, yes. What we consider just forward. Just keep going, because sometimes it's with the energy moving, and it moves in circular patterns. You can be going forward, but it's going to feel like you're going backwards as you're going forward. As you're going backwards, are we going forwards or are we going backwards? It's just staying in that motion with your intentions, focused on the light, just on the peace and light. Yes, and it doesn't mean that we're being disconnected from everything that's happening. We know all too well. And you know what? We've had enough. We've seen so much of this repeat time and time and time again. We get it. We know it. We get it. We know it. And to be do you know, it's so funny. I'm sorry, I'm distracted, Kim. Kim was putting the rest of the lines. Okay. Yeah. I could tell you, when this song, when that song was out, Blinded by the Light, I was in high school, okay? And, or just any teenagers trying to decipher what the song is saying before you go way before the internet like we have now. They had those books, so they call song books, where you could look up the lyrics of the songs. If you didn't know what they were saying, we just made it up. We didn't know what that other line was, and we would just make it up. And it's like, are they saying revved up or wrapped up, or what are they saying? So that's funny. Yeah, right. That's it, Liddell. That's how we sang it. Yeah. I almost said something else, right? See? And now that we go back, and now the lyrics, we can find them on YouTube, right? And so go back and really, that's what they're saying in that song? Wow, we sung it wrong for so long. But then it's like you make it a joke. Hey, this is how Weird Al became popular, isn't it? I don't understand what they're saying, so I'm just going to make a whole new song. Right on. Um, and it didn't matter. We still enjoyed it. We still enjoyed the music, and we still enjoyed. And that's pretty much, you see this what's going on here now too. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter what the words to the song is. Does it have a good beat? Does it have a good, what mood does it put you in? Is it raising your vibration? Then who cares what it says? Make up your own words. Right? But just keep vibrating. Just keep vibrating. Exactly. Woohoo! So fun. Oh. So another thing too that's getting people hear about starseeds. What's the first thing they say? I say that they may ask. They may ask, well, where am I from? So here's the thing: is a lot of us are so I don't even want to say the word old. We're so experienced that we've come from many different places. Or do you think about how many past lives here on this earth plane? Think about how many star systems we have visited to, and it doesn't matter. We're just one with the universe. It doesn't matter. We come from source, and we have visited all the beauty and bountifulness that source has to offer. So it doesn't matter where we call home. Home to me would be from that source. All right. And then everything else is experiences beyond that source moment. Right. So don't get caught up on that. I've seen so many people fall into that trap of, I want to find out, who I am. We're all divine children of a divine creator. The rest is a vacation. The rest is vacation memories. Vacation memories. Yeah. This is when we went to this star system. This is when we went here. This is when we went here. Could you imagine what that photo album looks like? Or it's all digital, right? Or digital. We are all going to get together and continue to laugh as we move forward and move on. So the main thing right now for Starseeds, there was a purpose that we're here, and that is right here, right now, where we are, is to shine brightly. Okay, it's not to sit there and wish we weren't here. Oh, I wish if a ship came, I would get on it. No, then that defeats your whole mission. Your whole mission is to stay right here until you know it's your actual time. You will know that. Don't wish yourself somewhere else. Be happy right where you are, right here, right now, feet on the ground, deep breaths. I'm grateful for right where I am. I'm grateful for my mission. And so, yes, Robin, I am cosmic energy, and we are one. All right. And another thing is that the light has already won. Even if you can't see that, the light has already won. And we're going to hear a lot of people just as like the world's too evil to go to peace. Well, the 3D vibration was, and guess what? We're all in the 4th D right now, that 4th D consciousness. We're there. We're in that vibration, that consciousness, the 4th dimension. But the 4th dimension also does have duality, still exists in the 4th dimension. So this is where we're still feeling, but it's amping it up. It's getting amped. It's amped up. And so it's we have to stay focused on that and remember, and that as people are, I don't really like to say the waking up, asleep or awake. It's I don't really prefer those terms of asleep or awake, and even though it just sure does feel like it. There's other terms, zombie. Let me be nice. It's when you give your power away, and you don't. It's too hard, and you give your power away, and you want others to make choices for you. Do you think they're going to make the choices that are best for you? Answer me honestly. Can anyone else make better decisions for you than you? Okay, so just keep that in mind. And when things come out, and more is coming out, and when it finally worldwide everything comes out, corrupt governments are falling. We don't hear this. Corrupt governments around the world are falling, and new things are rising up. I cannot tell you how many, as the governments are falling, and these people coming together representing these countries, or what you want to call them, presidents. They're stepping forward, and they want peace. They've been wanting peace for a while. Sometimes all it takes is, hey, let's work towards this. Let's work towards this goal together. Because, yes, we did come from a place where no one trusted each other. You disarm. No, you disarm. We'll be at peace when everyone disarms. Everyone put your weapons down. 1, 2, 3, count to 3. Oh, right? No, it's not going to work so well in the 3D. Well, we're rising above that, and just, you know what? It doesn't solve anything. What does it solve anything? It makes other people rich and makes the people who participate in it dead. So, anyway, so wow, did we get anywhere with that? There's always other agendas. I'm not going to make this, it's not political at all. I'm telling you, this is worldwide. This is the survival of humanity. And we are here to help the survival of humanity, which was dying off. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of things that come out that we need to be standing side by side with each other, holding each other's hands, being here for each other in very gentle, loving way. And even someone who's given us such a hard time for being who we are, speaking our mind, sharing. There used to be a time you could have a conversation with people and they wouldn't lose their mind. Now it's like, if you have a disagreement, or someone doesn't agree, if you don't agree with someone else, they get all offended. And it's, oh my gosh, and it's like, what has happened? No, we should be able to come together and have have communication with each other in a loving, respectful way, without everyone getting so touchy. I mean, this is over. This is one extreme to the next way extreme. Bring it full circle. Just come back to that center, 0 point of balance. All right. See things as a whole picture, that they are, how we have been controlled is by always going from one extreme to the next. Pick a side, because being in the middle is dangerous. Being in the middle and standing in your power is dangerous. They lose their power. Makes us more empowered. Us empowered disempowers those who think they have power over you. So let's be gentle for everyone that is realizing, seeing when they open their hearts, and they're opening their third eye, and they're seeing really what's happening. They're not going to need us or others standing around going, ha ha, told you so. As much as we would probably want to do that, don't do that. Just come here, hug, love, we're right here, we got you. You know what? Everyone here has made mistakes. Everyone here. And not that mistakes are bad. This is just how we learn. They're experiences. We've all experienced things. And we don't know what someone else's soul mission is. And how dare we judge that? We just observe. We observe. Wow, they really chose to live that. Wow. Wow. And don't feel sorry for them. Have some respect for them and go, wow, they chose a hard life, huh? People may look at you and think you chose a hard life too, right? No one has it easy here. No one has it easy. And yep. But what we should work together instead of apart, right? Wendy, let me see. When I heard the term starseed and it resonated with me, I knew instantly. Oh, exactly. It's kind of like certain words are coded, right? They're coded. They have a coding. We have these. Anyone who has gone through energy healing, been trained in energy healing, and have had an attunement. What attunements do is they wake up any of the dormant codes that are put into our DNA, that are in our DNA, and we just wake them up. And right now, this is what's happening. You don't have to go through a healing training or course. This is what's happening everywhere. Everyone's DNA, all that coding in their DNA is being woke up. That's being no, not wake up. They're correcting me. It's reactivated. Sorry, reactivated. It's reactivated because it was dormant. It's reactivated. Everything's being reactivated. Okay, and that's what an attunement feels like, is a reactivation. So certain words that they have like that too can kind of has a vibration that matches that vibration and that frequency of any of these codes that are within us. And so when you hear starseed and the way that vibrated, it woke up that code. Woo, yeah. Like a tuning fork when you feel truth dinging. Guess what? When you feel that truth vibrating through your body, more codes reactivated. They don't even like that word woke. Okay. They keep correcting me. Reactivated. So it's reactivated. Yeah, powerful stuff, isn't it? Woo! Ding, 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 ding. Woo! Take deep breaths. Be gentle with yourself. It's okay. Be slow, and you don't, this is normal. Everyone feeling this dizziness, this off balance. And just to remind you, okay, more strands of your DNA is being reactivated, and we're stepping, when you're stepping more into the light, the physical is changing, and this is what we're feeling, what we're experiencing: headaches, ear buzzing, dizziness, also nausea, nausea. It moves. It's like it's something different. Okay, for a couple of days it's gonna be this. The next couple of days you could be fine. Then you're gonna do this. Then you're gonna do this, right? And it's like, whoa, what's going on? And write a journal of how you feel. Just write down how you're feeling. Hey, I feel this today. Hey, I feel this today. Oh, okay, this is great. We're witnessing everything that's happening here. We should be taking a note, being aware of everything that's happened to us. This is history in the making here, folks. We are a part of this. Wow. We should be writing everything down on how we're feeling, and taking those notes. And that's going to just be that documentation, or that's needed, that documentation, that energetic documentation. Talking to a crystal, they record. They are the ancient recorders. The crystals are the crystal skulls, wisdom, recording that. There's always things, messages left for us from our ancestors. They're usually hidden in nature. And so spend time out in nature, take deep breaths, be gentle with yourself, and just continue to be aware of everything around you, your surroundings, how you're feeling. Remember to do that check every day. Yes, 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 yes. Who else is vibrating? A lot of vibrations here. It's a great time to be alive. Anna's watching on Yay Rumble. It is. It is a great time to be alive, Anna. It really is. And I want to give you a peek at that. They want to give you a peek at that because let's zoom out and look at this whole picture. What we're going through hasn't happened yet. A planet that fell and is ascending again, from what unless I'm misinterpreting this wrong, unless I'm not understanding, unless I'm not comprehending this correctly, but everyone is excited. All these different beings that come and are talking to me, and they're just like, oh, we are all excited because this has never happened before. A planet like this has not ascended. They would usually just start over. So this is huge. Our guardians, our ancestors, galactic ancestors, everyone is happy. And so let's look at this big picture and look at that light. Light wins. Light always wins. God always wins. Light wins. Source always wins. They don't say God. I'm gonna tell you. They always say source, divine creator. They say source. They don't say God because that has been so misused. But anyway, to take it higher, it's a higher vibration. They raise the vibration. Anyway, and it's so exciting because I can just feel their excitement when I have my, okay, let's get together. Let's have, what do I need to know? What's this? Whatever. We're having these conversations, and we're having our coffee time. Okay, let's chat. And they're excited, and more so over the years, and the whole time of conversing with them since I was young, it's been more education, or this is great, theosophical and teachings, and just recently though, which I know most people may say that the last 2 years have been pure hell, but that's just the chaos part to what's on the other side of that, which is peace. And we have to get through that to get to the other side. And these are great, exciting times that we're in. So, all right. And so, yay! Just look at the time. Yeah, I am vibrating. Yep. Great. Just remember who you are. Remember your mission. And that all the little things are just that. Little things. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's not a story. Don't sweat. Yes. And just stay focused on the love and the light. Keep vibrating. Be gentle with yourselves. That awareness every day on a daily basis. Thank you all so much. And continue to shine brightly. Listen, I see the light in you. I see the light in you. I see you. I see you. And I love you. And I want you to shine on. Shine on. Beautiful, beautiful sisters and brothers. And we are all in this together. No one is alone. And one more thing before I sign off, I was going to end off on that, but I just remembered. If anyone has any testimonials, about this show or about how I have helped you, please submit. You can email me, message me, send me a testimonial, please, that we can use on the Goldylocks Productions website, or about this show, me personally, however you want to do that. Just please get that to me. And through the week when you're watching the rest of the Goldylocks Production shows, do that. Consider that too for the rest of the show hosts. Send them to me. And so you can sit down and write them all out, or a little bit at a time. I'm asking tonight for mine. And tomorrow night, hey, Sarah's, okay? So everyone, please, if you don't mind, we could really use this. It just will help us. Yeah, I'm at a loss of words now, but we'd really appreciate it. So thank you. Have a great week. Many blessings to each of you. Remember to shine on. I love you. Good night.
Share your appreciation to our show hosts by submitting a testimonial for your favorite Goldylocks Productions show.